4:12 p.m. Northwest. It is the 23rd of June, and we're going to do a little looking around, see if we can find a conversation that or see what we can learn with what's going on in the world today. I'll vent a little bit about what the hell just happened right now that I found out about, like the fuckery of AI that's going to be happening here soon, and that it's going to be a little bit more to than we really expected. I don't know if you've heard of this Titanic escape simulator, and people think it's going to be a real game because PlayStation posted it to their main page as a add to wish list game. But everything you look up about it, everything is AI generated around this game. And so I think we're going to approach a weird time where you don't have to just check your facts and stories and news articles. You got it. You're going to have to check to see if a movie trailer is real. All right, let's see what's going on. I heard there was something about a ceasefire going on right now. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. There we go. So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see the whole screen like this. But if you're watching on TikTok, you'll just have that small square. So heads up on that.
Joining us here on WHS 11 News at 4, I'm Connie Leonard. We start with breaking news in the Middle East as U.S. forces in the area are on alert for potential retaliation from Iran. It comes as Iran warns its military will decide timing, nature, and scale.
Are you there? Wait 1 second. Pause. Nuke. Come on up, Nuke. I did a little more research into that thing you brought up the other day about the whole U.S. aid people being found out for what was it, bribery. How do I click this? Come on up, brother. 1 sec. I got a quick thing on this. And by the way, welcome everybody else. How's it going? Positively Diverse. Thanks for being here, guys. Type your screens. Yo, Nuke, you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo. Yeah. How's your day going, man?
Good. Just got off the lake.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. Oh, good way to enjoy the day. Hell yeah. So yeah, I looked up into a little bit more of the situation with the U.S. aid, right? And then, so I guess the next question of what I will be asking is just like, all right, what other things have been found out here and there, like how prevalent and things like this happen. So yeah, so the 4 people that were held, right? One is he's not no owner, no high ranking, no anybody. He's just somebody who hooked up these 2 companies with a government contracts is what it was. He's like, someone's going to get these government contracts. These 2 companies gave him, money on top of tickets and like, what is it? Extravagant wedding, all that kind of stuff. But this was a not a higher up. And then the 3 other people are 2 that work for one of the companies and one that not works for but owns. The owners, 2 owners of one company and the owner of the other company. So those are the 4 people. And not just that, but this was found out in 2013. And this is why we have attorney generals, which are the ones that Trump started firing and hired Doge, which was a big upside down thing for a lot of people to not realize is, well, at least from the right side, is that Doge, it's the Department of Government Efficiency, is something like you've heard and known that we've always had this already, right?
I mean, it might be titled that way. I don't know how active it's been with all the fraud going on.
Yeah, no. So like, the whole point of government efficiency, like, there's already been titles in place that do just that. They are meant to look for fraud.
Okay.
Yeah, those are, and you are aware those are attorney generals, correct?
Oh yeah, I think that they could be. Yeah,
that's exactly what their job is, to look at companies and find fraud. Like, they look for abuse and fraud. And so that was found.
And then who watches them though?
Huh?
Who watches them?
Other third-party watchdogs. So it is attorney generals who found out about that fraud right there in USAID.
Right. And you're talking 2013.
Yeah.
I brought this up yesterday that the guy was already under investigation from back then.
Yeah. No, exactly. But I'm saying to the point of saying how inefficient and unnecessary Doge is when we had things doing its job already.
Oh no! I think that Doge has uncovered like newer stuff.
See, well, that's what my hope was, that we're gonna find charges and things like that, newer stuff, but we haven't seen things like that from Doge yet. All we saw were unnecessary cuts, and my question was, once they start digging through things and not finding it, or find corruption and digging it out, are we going to see re-implemented things? And then you were saying like we don't need to re-implement those things.
Oh, we could. I'm talking about like yesterday. I was talking about like we need to look at America first. But there is things that Doge is finding. Like how do you feel about like people 150 years old allegedly getting Social Security?
Oh, I love this talking point. All right, so it's not a thing. No one, that money's not going out anywhere. The money stops being sent out at a point. It's not being held in limbo anywhere. When it comes towards just having them on the system, it's just saying how old they are.
No, it wasn't everybody. It would have been everybody ever since the Social Security Act. There was about 100 people that were on this list and benefits were being paid for. Who was getting that money?
The 100 on what are we looking at here? 1 second, let me hide that.
You just put up like something like 130-year-old people receiving Social Security checks, Elon or something like that.
What is it that you've heard, hun, on that one? Here, wait, is there? I wish I could just catch you on this one, hun. Just
what I heard.
Yeah.
The system that they used for the Social Security is like a super old computer code system. I forget what it's called, but you can look that up. But in order to flag people that were too old or something, they could just put them in as numbers like 150 or 200 or something. That just meant that
they just push numbers in.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that's like how old they were. It's just the coding of the system is how they were identified in. Not that that was the age, and they aren't receiving any Social Security, but it's just like some code. I don't know. That's what I heard.
It was like a key marker of just saying,
like
if they
key
get
marker,
here, yeah.
like you have their zeros and ones and everything, but when you go in, I forget the code of the system, but it's really old.
It's a data glitch. So here's the short answer, short and sweet. No, there aren't actually 150-year-olds cashing Social Security checks. It's just a data glitch. What Musk and Trump claimed, Elon Musk. Now this is under AI, and I can report the 13 sources from it. What Musk and Trump claimed, his Doge team said they found people age 150, even up to 360 in Social Security records receiving benefits. What's really going on, Social Security Administration runs an ancient COLA-based system. When birth dates are missing or incomplete, records default to May 20th, 1875 due to an old date handling quirks. So in 2025, it shows up as 150 because it's 25. Like we're at even numbers, so it says 150 flat on. But people are dead. But are dead people getting paid? No. SSA policies automatically stop benefits at the age 115. A rule since September 2015. The 150-year-olds are just entries without death dates, not real payments. Data.
So is this where?
Yeah.
Let's take it one at a time. Let's say that I'm. Let's say what you say is correct.
This is like sourced out. This is ChatGPT, man. We're at 2025 right now.
Okay, let's say I say what you say is correct. Who discovered this?
Discovered? Are you saying who discovered how the coding is, like how it's meant to be?
Yeah, the terrible system the government's using, the old software. Was this ever reported on before Doge? Because
no, nobody was looking at the code before Doge. Nobody was tearing it apart.
Ah, so that's something that you would give.
Wait, is this really your gotcha, you think? Or this is what you want to dive into?
Nope. I've got other sources that say you're incorrect about what you're reading. But I want to stick on this for a second.
No, why didn't you even ask me what my source was? I guess that's what you were really asking. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so what we need to find out, a cola-based system. We need to find out if it's a cola-based system.
No, I don't think you're clear on what I'm asking. Have you ever heard a report in your life about a glitch in Social Security?
This isn't a glitch. This is not a literal glitch. You're getting the word glitch confused for like a tweet.
You used the word glitch. Play the recording that you said glitch.
Okay, so then it says it's just a data glitch. All right. So let's say
you said
I know what I know exactly. I'm reading it right there, but I'm not saying it's not a literal glitch. See what's really going on, because then we read it. When birth dates are missing or incomplete, records default to May 20th, 1875, due to an old date handling quirk. So it's not. It's like you can call it a glitch. It's not some virus being put in there. It's not what it's saying is happening. It's an old date handling quirk.
It could just be a bug.
An old date handling quirk.
And do you think that government computers and systems and software should run this ineffectively?
Dude, it's old as fuck. Of course not. It should totally be updated. But because it's old as fuck, it did this. And they didn't know. And the people with the narrative saw it and didn't know how to decipher what the fuck they were seeing and pushed what they thought they were seeing.
What's media you don't like saying about this?
Which what?
What's media you don't like saying about this? What's Fox, for example? What's One America? What are they saying about this?
I have no idea. I didn't hear it from them.
Because I think I'm reading what you're reading.
Well, you're not, because I'm on ChatGPT. Is it Wired.com?
Yeah, that's one of them that's here.
The additional 10 are...
Yeah, you're reading stuff it's gathered off of like the first 1 to 2 pages of
it's 13 pages. 13. CBS, CRRBC, Reddit, PolitiFact, Daily Kos, YouTube, Wired, Snopes, Fox Business, AP News, Wikipedia, CBS, and then back to CBS. Yeah.
So the vast majority of those are left.
Bro, you are throwing spaghetti on walls, brother. I'm just saying, like,
no,
I don't know if you realize how you're coming off doubting it. What?
Nobody's fighting this anymore. We know that there's problems with Social Security, but a lot of fraud in Social Security. People have went to prison for defrauding Social Security.
Yeah, 100%.
So we know that there's a lot of problems in government.
They're definitely not 130 years old though, like, and no one's getting money. There's no like secret purse that money was getting put into.
You don't think there's people that have like not reported like unalive family members and they just keep collecting the check into like a bank account they have?
Dude, when you get a death certificate is getting unreported. Like what you're equivocating is somebody have a heart attack and they get buried in their backyard.
That happens in the South a lot.
Oh my God!
It actually happens. Dude, go down to the South. They have cemeteries in their backyard.
So, all right. So you're saying the people mass doing this fraud are people from the South?
No, I never claimed it was mass. I just said there was some number of people.
So it's again like when I was talking about yesterday, shit not worth caring about.
Oh, dude, I want to know where the fraud is, bro. We pay for Social Security. You know how much I pay in Social Security a week? You have any idea how much I pay?
500.
A lot of money, man.
500.
A lot of money.
600.
A lot of money. Tens of thousands of dollars a year. I'm paying.
Oh, you said a month, bro. You said a month.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. It definitely adds up. Yes, numbers.
So we should. Whether you're left or right.
But yeah, exactly. You should advocate for the bill that costs the least.
Yeah, the least, yeah.
Yeah. The Big Beautiful Bill did not do that. Plus, my biggest issue with the Big Beautiful Bill is 10 years of the no AI restrictions. States cannot put any restrictions on AI whatsoever for 10 years if this passes.
That's something I told you yesterday. There's stuff I deviate from.
But the stuff that you disagree with, the stuff that you disagree with are the big fucking things.
You just brought it up. I agree. We both agree on that.
I know.
I'm sure.
All right. So you agree the Big Beautiful Bill should not be passed, is what you just said.
No.
No, it's what you just said. Because the AI is the worst thing.
That's not what I said, man.
Well, no, yeah. Well, this is what you should be saying. Because if the AI, no regulations for 10 years, is the worst thing on this bill like
It's
top
not no
3.
regulation. You got to be honest.
No,
You
no,
gotta be
no, no, no,
honest
no, no. It's no regulation. Let's
It's
like
state regulations.
no.
It's state There's still federal regulations. It's
Y-
state
yes, I know.
regulations.
And if a state can't make any regulations in its own state, say like, do you not believe in states' rights? Because things like this will regulate.
It depends how it counteracts with the Constitution. I don't think states have the right to go above
Bodily
the Constitution.
autonomy. Apparently, you think they have bodily autonomy rights.
Who?
What? All right. So you're pro-choice then, if you're questioning that.
No, I'm staunchly pro-life.
All right. Do you believe that the voting on abortions and all that should be up to the state?
No, I don't hold that position.
I am so fucking glad to hear that. That's refreshing, brother. So do you think it was? So again, you agree with me on the big issues, but you're just like flagrant about it.
I agree when Trump got the justices to say that this isn't federally protected. I would say I don't want to generally live in a state that would allow like these type of late term abortions. I don't think the government.
Yeah. We all, everybody agrees with that one. Everybody, only if it's if it's life threatening to the mother.
No,
yes,
dude. 98% of abortions are elective.
Yeah, and are they late term?
The vast majority.
Wait, stop.
No, that's
okay. Then don't bring up that fact. We're talking about late term abortions.
Oh, I'm saying that there are states like Maryland, Illinois, and other states that do allow this, like Colorado.
Everywhere should allow this. Everywhere.
Late term?
Yes, because late term covers if your life is at risk.
No, these are elective late term abortions.
No one does it elective.
Yes, they. Okay.
Nobody.
Right now.
Nobody.
I'll give you a guy that did it hundreds of times.
In what month? What month? Let's say after 7th month. How many?
I'll give you one better where nurses claimed under federal deposition that the babies.
Dude, I've had nurses claim that COVID wasn't real. Like it doesn't mean anything.
No, this is under federal. This is federal deposition.
Like I just said, I've had nurses claim that.
I'm gonna give you the name.
Let's see.
I'm gonna give you the name. Kermit Gosnell.
All right, 1 second. How many abortions are elective after 7 months?
They wouldn't have data on that anyway. Some might say that they have data, but like that's a medical privacy issue.
Well, let's see. Abortions at or after 21 weeks, so not even 7 months. 21 weeks is about 1%.
Yeah, but that's after sentience anyway, so that would also be bad.
No, not even that. Sentience is at 24 to 25. 21's before sentience.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No,
We've had some. All right, what do you think it is?
No,
wait, were you about to say 12?
It's 13.
What the fuck? Dude, you think the brain is? Dude, it's 20. It's at least after 20 weeks. You think it's up near 13?
No, it's not, man.
It is. All right, show me where. Otherwise, show me otherwise.
Look it up. You got the computer right there.
Wait. No, I need you to show me because I want to see.
Just look it up, man. I don't have the computer.
Just look it up. All right.
I'm telling you, if I'm wrong, we'll go into it. And being committed to like the sentience thing like you are is a weird way to say like, oh, it doesn't even have such a.
There's no being. Yes, exactly.
There's no being. What is it then?
It's what do you mean? What is it then? It's a rock.
You just said it's not
a thing.
being.
It's a rock. It is a.
Is it a being?
Pupa. It's a pupa. Being. You have to be to being.
It's not a being.
I think, therefore, I am.
Yeah. Okay. Descartes. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
So look up Kermit Gosnell, then we'll go to sentience because I asked you that a couple of minutes ago. This is a guy that this is an abortion doctor performed that we know of at the very least hundreds.
All right, here we go.
Partial and
you said pull it up, right? Here we go.
Yeah, Kermit Gosnell.
Here we go. Fetal sentience timeline. Real talk. Before 20 weeks, the neural wiring for pain perception and consciousness isn't in place. The theolama words connection needed a sensory input to reach the cortex. don't form until around 23 to 24 weeks gestation. So
Not what you're arguing.
before 20 weeks, no scientific evidence supports the capacity for sentience or pain perception. Around 24
That's
to
not-
20.
No, there's a new paper out on this. You're behind on the times.
I'm on ChatGPT, brother.
Do you think ChatGPT is infallible?
I didn't say it's infallible. It has its sources, and you're telling me it's not looking at the newest ones?
Yeah, it's not.
Bro, around 24 to 28 weeks, potential for rudimentary awareness begins here. Like, dude, it's just a fact to accept. It's not possible.
not. That's
It's not
six-
possible
dude,
at the
that's
weeks
6
you're
months.
suggesting. Dude,
That's 6 months.
you're talking about what?
You're talking about abortions at 6 months now.
No, I only said 20 to 24 weeks.
What magic thing happens at 20 weeks?
Their cortex gets put in.
Okay. And
Needed
so,
sensory
at
input to reach the cortex. That happens.
So your position.
That's the
since you're not
magic.
gonna look it up
That's
way
the
I
magic
told you to look it
voodoo
up.
that falls into the womb that gives it sentience. Yes, its cortex develops.
So how would you define sentience?
I think, therefore I am.
No, how do you define it?
I just
Don't
did.
just
If you're
quote
able to
Descartes.
have
That's
those
Descartes.
thoughts, you are being.
So people that don't have thoughts, you can unalive.
If you're talking about how are we able to tell if something else has sentience, it's a different question. But my
No, I'm
definition
asking
of
about the baby.
sentience is if you can think, you are.
So people that can't think outside of the womb, can we unalive them?
People that can't think outside of a womb?
Yeah, that was just a really weird thing that you just said. If you can think, then you have value.
If you can
That's like
think,
stupid.
therefore you are. I think, therefore I am. If you are able to have a thought, you are a being. Same as
So
a cat.
people like
Same
so
as
people
a
under anesthesia
same
that
as a
aren't thinking.
cat.
Same as a cat.
A cat can think,
That makes
therefore it
no-
is.
That makes no sense.
A
How
cat-
do you prove that someone's thinking?
So are you about to advocate that a cat is not having thinking or sentience?
No, dude, you did this. You started doing this yesterday. How do you prove someone's thinking?
Yo, Fog, I accepted you coming up, man. I don't know why. Come on up, Fog.
Were you gonna Google the Kermit Gosnell thing, and then I'll give you the?
I really what
I'm talking.
was about him? First, I need you to do the background research or find me something that contradicts. I need
Yeah,
you to find your
I'll do
brand
it.
new study saying before 20 weeks.
It's not brand new. This is
Well,
taking
to
a
you
collective of
you
opinions.
assumed that this missed it. So now I showed you mine. Now you show me
It is
yours.
missing it.
Now
Yeah,
you
just
should
type in-
perfect. Now
Yeah, type in,
not me.
type in
Now
13-week
you.
sentience.
not me.
Type
Now
in 13
you.
Type in 13-week sentience. I don't accept that Chat GPT, and you don't
Okay,
have
all right.
sources on that.
Fog, it showed you up and then you disappeared. One second, multi-guest. Here we go.
Yeah, and then now look up Kermit Gosnell.
And Fog, by the way, is a Trump voter here. So just heads up.
Okay,
Hey,
so yeah, look up
What up, Fog?
Kermit Gosnell. You're supposed
One
to do that
second. No, I'm on
anyways.
13 years. Hey, Fog, have you heard about 13-week sentience before?
No, I haven't. I'm assuming that the conversation topic at hand has something to do with abortion.
Look
I'm
up-
assuming.
Yeah, it kind of just all of a sudden went to where sentience it comes up. He says that, like
You're-
he doesn't realize why it's a good discussion to have.
I don't require sentience. You require sentience.
Yeah, exactly.
don't- I
Yeah.
actually don't require
Sentience is my threshold. Yes. 13
Yeah,
weeks
you
of
can't define it.
gestation. A fetus is not considered sentient in the same way as a conscious, self-aware adult, but it is beginning to develop the neurological structures
Oh.